Hello everybody. I went to the supermarket today. Anyone with a pension card from the hours of 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. was allowed to go and get shopping without too much of a mad rush. It was mainly for the elderly and the disadvantaged. But me being on a pension card, I could go in, and we had no meat whatsoever. I've been eating stuff that I shouldn't eat, and I've been feeling quite off because of it. Uh, while I was in there, I experienced something that I have not experienced in 20 years. I had a panic attack, and I don't even know where it came from. My vision went funny. Those who have had, I think they call it laughing gas, will understand what I mean by when I was looking at the food products. They were waving around, and I don't know. It was just a really horrible feeling, and my anxiety was really high, and it wasn't just my own. I was picking up on everybody else's as well. And I don't know. I just felt like we were just walking around like desperate robots, trying to get whatever we could get. You know, me stopping my trolley and letting an old lady go in front of me or get something that there was only one left of, because I already had one at home. You know, I could wait until next time I go. And all the mood and was just it was just awful. Everyone's anxiety and all my senses were just, I was having a sensory processing moment. Like, things were extra loud. Then I'd sort of go into a dreamland, and by the time I got out of there, I was exhausted. And I managed to control my panic attack with breathing and telling myself it was okay. Dad was there as well, so. But I had to turn around and look at Dad and hold on to his trolley and tell him what was going on, and that I just need to breathe. And I'm sure I'm not the only person this has happened to, which is one of the reasons why I'm talking about it, because I think we're at a time now where everyone's emotions are heightened and people are scared. And myself, I'm not so much scared of the virus, but I'm scared of the way people are behaving. That's what scares me more than anything. And the fact that my dad's at a vulnerable state, and if he gets it, then it'll be shocking. I'm not sleeping very well because I'm also dealing with a very sore shoulder. So that wouldn't have helped my anxiety. Yeah, really strange. And I got out of there. I got enough meat to last 4 days. And I got home, did a little bit of housework, and I pretty much slept from about 1 o'clock till about 5:30 because I was just exhausted. The whole experience was very traumatic on an emotional level. More the panic attack, because it came out of nowhere and I wasn't expecting it. And I thought I was going to pass out in the supermarket, which would have been a good look. Last place I want to be right now is in a hospital. And I've already been there a couple of times in the last 2 weeks because of Dad. I've also got the kids home. We made a decision on Sunday night that with all the confusion and, you get an answer from one source and then you get a different answer from the other source, and then you hear that they're going to shut schools down, and then they're not going to shut schools down. And the reason why they don't want to shut schools down, and I understand the reason why they don't want to shut schools down, but my kids don't fit that category. I'm home. My husband's home because he's got mental health issues. My dad or grandparents would not be looking after my kids. My kids will not be on the streets. So we pulled all 3 kids out of school. They're also in 3 different schools. So I saw the risk to be higher for it to be coming in this house, especially because one has to travel on public transport. And we're not getting enough information on what we can and what we can't do. And look, the government's doing the best they can under the circumstances. I don't agree with everything. But they've got a lot hanging on their shoulders at the moment, and I wouldn't want to be in their shoes at all. But I guess one of the things I also want to say is it's okay to be scared. It's okay to feel all these emotions. But this panic buying has caused more of an issue for people like myself and the elderly and the disabled than the virus itself. And like I should not eat pasta, I should not eat rice, I really shouldn't eat canned food or packaged food. And we're about to put in our autumn garden, which I'm looking forward to. But that's not going to give us food straight away. A lot of my summer stuff didn't do very well because of the bipolar weather we've been having. And I know we're going to be okay. God is good, and I'm relying on Him and keeping my eyes on Him as much as possible. So this is why this panic attack was such an out of the blue thing. But it shows anxiety, how much anxiety that this is putting on not just myself, but my family and other people as well. And I guess, I pray that we all feel a sense of peace and that God's got us in His hands, and that, though many people are going to die and many people are going to get very sick, that at the end of the day, 80% of us will be okay. And I could lose someone close to me. We all could. In fact, many of us probably will. And I don't have anything like an answer or a comfort thing to say to that. Just stay safe. And those with mental health issues, look after yourself. On that note, good night, good morning, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. God bless. May many, many blessings come to you all. And I'll see you on the next one.